Hello again. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. This is Vire, or Alex. Let's dive back in and try to get things kicked off and started. Um, Currently, I'm still waiting for the first part of this to actually upload. I don't think there's any data compression when a PS4 records raw footage. So in order to actually compress files, I'd have to get a thumb drive, pull them off the PS4, put them into OBS, and then compress them or something like that, but I don't see the need to, except for the fact that the PS4 itself doesn't want to upload it half the time, which is frustrating because you can't see the whether it's gonna end in an error and fail to upload until the upload time is done. And to upload 2.5 gigs of video takes, like, for me anyway, takes like 80 to 90 minutes. Anywho, before we get started here, Mother Mion's gonna send us on some very hot and sexy side quests, or, well, not side quests. If you see this blazing emblem above her head, that's a main story quest icon. I'm gonna adjust my HUD layout and my visual settings to how I like them to be, which is basically almost non-existent for the most part. A lot of these we wouldn't see use of for a long time anyway, but I don't want to see them currently, and, well, I don't know. Why isn't it setting? Huh. Okay. Then. Aha. Okay, there we go. You can move these UI elements wherever you want to. I don't really change them where they're at for the most part. I just like to get one of the ones I consider unnecessary and then keep most stuff default. I don't have anything really creative to make the position of the HUD worse or better. To me, it's just sort of, I don't know. Not that important, although I do like a little bit of order. Just don't, I guess it's further up. Target bar. Move that up and maybe shrink it some. Oh my, you can make the target bar quite big. I don't think it needs to be that big. Okay. Like that should do. And then display name settings. I like these to all be when targeted sort of things. And I don't like the miniature HP bars. I've never liked those. If you like them, more power to you. I just like, nah, they weren't in when 2.0 launched. And when they started appearing, I was like, what the fuck are those? And then I said, how do I get rid of them? And then I immediately got rid of them. So, it's just one of those things. Friends I like to keep on always. Not that this character's going to have many friends. Spoiler alert. I don't expect to make that many with him only being logged in when I'm recording the Let's Play. I won't try to shy people away from making friends, but I just don't think any long-lasting bonds will be made out of the Let's Play. Targeted. Sweet. Standard, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Sure, I'm probably never going to do the feast. Sure. That should take care of that. Excellent. Okay. Oh, and while we're at it, you can change your status. Here, it'll change every time you go into an instance, but if you don't want people to be like, oh, a sapling, you can switch it to something else like role-playing, or looking for party, or just online. At least it switches it on your end. I'm actually not 100% sure if it switches it on everyone's end. I know the RP one does and the busy one does, but I don't know. Let's see. Search comment, not really important. Just a little flavor you can add for when people look at you. You got 60 characters to work with. I usually quote some cool line I heard in a video game, like, you lack the stomach for the agony that you bring upon yourself. Wait, what? Stomach for the agony that you bring upon yourself. We can just take the dad out of there, I guess. You like stomach for the agony you bring upon yourself. Yeah, that'll work. Did I spell everything right? Yep. Okay, good to go. Okay, now that not really that important stuff is out of the way, let's talk to Mother Mion and see what we got to work with here. I'm not gonna read every voice line for everything, but let's see. Speak with Jillian, huh? Another lady. No wonder they were only letting female Alamegans into Gridania. They got a thing for ladies around here. Eel pies, huh? Must be like some sort of Japanese delicacy that sounds good to Japanese people, and to me it sounds weird. Although I do love eel sushi. I love unagi, so... you know. Basically, she just told us we're gonna be doing a bunch of bitch work. Sure thing, I'll talk to the smith when I get up to level 15, because that's when that's gonna become pertinent. Before then, not really so much. But the smith, if you're 100% new to MMOs in general, go and give what he has to say again. They just want to go over basics with you. Like roles and what you gotta do and what you should strive to do and what your goal is when you play with other people. That's something people forget about a lot of times when they play MMOs. They forget they're playing with other people, and like not every interaction is gonna be like 100% rosy cherry blossom, like stress reliever, like you're playing a video game and you're gonna get it good, Huh. I have lost track of the number of Midlanders I've seen with red eyes and black hair. We could talk to some of these NPCs. I don't think I have anything to note to say right now. I heard that the elementals show themselves when enraged. Call me reckless, but I'd love to see one in the flesh, or whatever the hells they're made of. Right. That guy's insane, because the elementals are a 1.0 holdover, and the reason Gridanians wear masks is because when Bernadette, huh? That's a Fire Emblem reference, just like my guy's name is, sort of. Sure thing, I'll talk to Chantalou. Attuning. Shishing. Greetings, adventurer. I see you are faithfully following Mother Mion's instructions. Well, why wouldn't I, in this place where every single person that looks like you is like, hey, I'll fucking kill you if you step out of line. I mean, you seem pretty nice, but I've literally been threatened with death twice since I got here if I so much as sneeze in the wrong direction. But I guess it's to be expected of the Gridanians, since they won't let any of my Alamegan brothers in, and only the Alamegan women, so, you know, whatever. We have one little war to conquer your territory, and you beat us in it, and then you treat us like garbage. Ugh. The Empire is knocking at your door. Well, that's just to be expected, I suppose. People are hardly rational in matters of the heart. Trust and believe international relations on an individual level are always matters of a heart. Some people have no problem with foreigners because they never had a bad thing happen to them because of a foreigner. And other people hate foreigners because, you know, a foreigner killed their wife. It's offering me an eye patch. How about that? Oh, it's actually Chantalou. Is it Chantalou? It's so French. I don't know how to French this French-ass name. Ordinarily, the forest funguars that inhabit the central shroud are not more than a nuisance. However, we receive reports that vast clouds of the creature's spores have rendered parts of the 12th wood impassable and ruined crops besides. We periodically call the funguar population in order to prevent such occurrences, but the creatures have taken to spawning out of season, making it ever more difficult to keep track of their numbers. Okay, so pest control. Okay. How the fuck do you say that name? I think the apostrophe between the F and M stands for a vowel, like an A or an I. So I guess you'd go with Famibas or Fimibas or something like that. What you look like, cat girl? You look like a typical cat girl. How about that? If you notice from her irises, she's a seeker of the sun. We're racking up the quests. And when you pull out your weapon while you run, you get this neat little run animation. This wasn't always in the game either. They added these in at some point. I don't remember exactly when. The first job to have it, though, was ninja. When you were a rogue, you had, like, daggers, and you held them out, and you just sort of ran awkwardly with holding them. But when you became a ninja, and you sprint with your daggers out, you, like, lean your entire body forward and run on your toes. While your arms are back like a flippin' Naruto run. Excuse me if you hear me drink water. All this talk and it's set my throat on fire. I'm not very chatty in person. Heck, when I was raiding regularly, I barely talked to my raid groups. This lay is basically saying that adventurers that aren't Gridanian born and bred are fucking dumbasses. And now she's saying, are we truly so devoid of warmth? And saying that it's all the outsiders' fault because they're assholes and it's not our problem. But lady, you really are devoid of warmth. I have, like I said, I've been threatened to be killed twice since I got here. Got a little tropical tide, Capri Sun. Help lube up my throat here. Parsemontre, I think. Maybe it's Parsemontre? I don't know. All these names are so French. Would-be hero, huh? I'm gonna make you eat those words. And I usually ain't about making people eat their words, so... Here, have a fucking pie, you asshole. I'm level 1, dude. I can't wield shit. One thing you might want to do if you're new is you might want to keep names above people's heads on at all times, at least for NPCs, so you can know which merchant is which. Because it can be kind of confusing even if you do know which one's which, just by where they're located. You know, because not a lot of people have good senses of direction and get lost easily, so it's, you know, if you've turned names off like I have, and you're having a hard time, just turn them back on. Apparently a lot of people owe this dude money. Seems about right. Merchants are always doing that sort of thing, right? Oh, isn't that a babe in a swimsuit? Beeswax oil, Irenae Goldenblade, huh? Tamer of the Undying Flame. That means she's got a phoenix mount. It's her Fisher glam. It's probably a dude. But whatever. Most people are. Although actually, I think Final Fantasy XIV has the unique privilege of being a game where at least half the player base, if not more, are actually ladies. But I can't remember what the concentration is these days. It used to be most of them were on Ether. But now that we've got Crystal, I don't know anymore. So. But it's like night and day. I have characters across like 3 or 4 of the data centers. And my main's on Primal. My alt that's closest to my main in level is on Ether. And before Crystal existed, and even still now, whenever I go to Ether, like my free company there it's like majority ladies. And it's like night and day, like having to, like the things I can say and do, and like the you know, like the sense of humor that I can like put out. I mean, it's not like so radically different that I, you know, don't enjoy being there. It's just, you know, like some jokes just don't fly on Sargatanas, whereas on Excalibur, you know, I can at least say them. Spearmasters across the realm, yada yada, yada yada. Sure. Yeah, let me in on that. I want that free food. Okay. Quarrels with squirrels. He's gonna give me some boots. He looks like a reasonable chap. Sure thing, buddy. Now these guys swinging lances. We got a couple guys doing push-ups. I got a guy in a yellow coat up there with his arms crossed, looking all important and shit. Ewain, huh? Oh, you're short. Samurai would like to have a word with you. Raging Storm, Marauder would like to have a word with you. We don't entirely forgo plate. We wear scale and occasionally light plate, you jackass. It's almost like you never studied under an Alamegan Lancer school, did you? Yeah, lances and spears, polearms are generally the best weapon for armies. Reach is a formidable ally. Yep. Be all courageous and shit. Got it. Although every warrior should be courageous. When you're taking the life of someone else, you can't be daunted. When you hesitate, you lose. Oh, go kill small forest critters. Okay. I suppose they'd be sort of hard to hit. Look at all these quests. Ah! Every exclamation point is a quest of some sort. We got our work cut out for us. If not in the actual doing, in the talking to everybody. Whew! You'll see little words pop up in the sort of center top portion of the screen every now and then. And those are pretty much like little names for the areas of the map you're in. So right now we're in the Shaded Bower. And it started to rain. As you can see, the game has weather effects, and they will carry on regardless of what you're doing. Although I think there's a setting for that where you can turn them off during cutscenes. I don't really care about that, so rain or shine, your ass is mine, sort of thing, you know? Dweemasan, huh? I am Millicent, hear me roar. Message for you? Millicent station at Atelier Fin-Il. Okay. French is so weird, man. The R's always come out so... I could... So, some sylphs, huh? Came in and left you a ton of vegetables. And you're just... There's so many vegetables, you just couldn't pick them up yourself. Okay. I'll do it. Wouldn't want to get killed by the wood whalers. Being a guy and all. You think I'm joking, but later on you're gonna see there's literally some quests in this area that where lady Alamegans, yeah, we'll accept them into Gridania, no problem. Male Alamegans, get fucked. And not in a good way. Oh no, as my level goes up, more side questing appear. Man, I've already been recording for like 30 minutes. It's ridiculous. What if I don't want to talk to your tired lady? I suppose I don't have to. Any quest that's doesn't have a blazing exclamation point, you don't have to do. So if side quests aren't your thing, then don't do them. And if side quests aren't your thing, then well, sorry for wasting your time here. Feel free to skip ahead or skip the video entirely. You don't owe me anything. For that matter, you don't really owe anyone anything except yourself and your family, really. And only if they did stuff for you while you were growing up. If you had some do-nothing family, then well, sorry about that. Life is a bitch like that for a lot of people. Honestly, I cannot relate. My family's been great to me. God damn it! Another adventurer? You're like flies on muck. Whatever. Gridania did deserve such a plague, I don't know. I suppose times are changing, and they keep telling me I should, and perhaps you might be. Oh, gods help me. Just take this Azima Rose to Wildu of Stillglade Fane, will you? Well, what are you still standing here for? Go and deliver the bloody rose. These Gridanians really don't like outsiders. You'd think that every outsider that came here tried to burn down their village and their forest. Which is not actually their forest, it's the elementals' forest, and they're allowed... Like this whole place has the threat of death about it. Like, just to live in the forest, the elementals gotta give you the okay. And then... even if the elementals aren't paying attention to live in the forest, the Gridanians gotta give you the okay. Oh, that was nice of her. She said that she hopes the elementals don't melt me into a pile of green goop. The music here is so cheery, and the scenery, and the leaves, and the trees. Oh, it's so pretty, isn't it? But man, is it actually metal and brutal. Well, what do you look like? Orange eyes, huh? Yeah. Very well. If you're playing with a controller, or a PS4 controller, you can bring up the map by pressing square twice. If you haven't figured that out already. Scarlet oil, huh? Ladybugs, huh? Man, all these quests are lining up. It's like it's a good idea to pick them all up at once. Got like a hippie session going on here. Looks like it's led by a midget with horns. Got anything interesting to say, midget? Guildmaster? Isumi Yan? Well, at least your name's not French. May I be of service? Dude, you were the nicest person in this fucking city. Healing magic, you say? Wind, water, and earth, huh? Sounds useful. But not really my favorite pastime. I don't know if there's really any Great Alamegan conjurers ever. I think that's pretty much a Gridanian thing. Potions could be useful. Let's see. There's so many NPCs I could be talking to. It's just I've never really valued what they have to say. Who's this stout elm guy? Those conjurers are something, aren't they? Healing the sick and communing with those elementals and such. Truly amazing, huh? Don't suppose you could tell me what an elemental is now, could you? We conjurers are by no means all-powerful. It is only with the aid of others that we may achieve our true potential. Basically, if the enemy can kill us outright before we can heal, then we're boned. Did I get this one already? Nope. It's a good idea whenever you're in a new city to find all these crystals so you can teleport around really quickly. Now, you'll notice up here, next to the Thursday icon, I got 20 letters. And the reason I have these letters is because I've played the game for a long time, but also because I ordered every single, you know, like pre-order thing, and got Veterans Awards from eons ago. Whenever you have like a pre-order or a Eon thing that has a in-game reward tied to it, you can talk to one of these delivery moogles, and they'll get you your shit. And it's also a nice way you can send your friends stuff if you can't be in the same zone with them. And some of this stuff they give you for like pre-ordering and for playing for a long time, it's really useful and it's to come in handy. For the most part though, it's like minions and mounts, which are all just aesthetic in nature. They don't actually enhance your gameplay capability. They're nice little, you know, thank yous basically. Nice little thank yous. But you can only receive 20 thank you letters at a time. So, you know, I've actually got more than 20. And the other like 10 or 15 or whatever it is, they're not going to show up till I log in, log out, or until I zone a couple times or something. It's a real good idea to come and get these if you pre-ordered Stormblood or Shadowbringers, because you can get some earrings that will give you enhanced stats as well as an EXP bonus that will be present for you at all times until a certain level. Like this earring, this Aetherite earring, it gives you a main attribute, a secondary attribute, and a bunch of vitality. You can equip it at level 1, and it gives you a 30% EXP bonus until you hit level 71. So it's like really good. Right. This other stuff we got, it's all minions, wind up leaders. So this is a mount. You get a behemoth mount. Wind up Odin. Aetheryte tickets, these let you teleport for free. I'll get to teleport eventually. I know these first couple videos are going to be kind of slow. Kind of slow for me too, and I apologize for that. I could have just jumped right into the action, but with as little preparation as you need to do in the later game, any part of the game where you can sort of be preparing yourself and just sort of taking it easy, I find it to be really underrated. So, you know. Oh wait, no, I don't want to use that. Oh, a griffin horn. I'd read you the descriptions for these, but, well, the mounts themselves have descriptions too, which are more useful. And, well, you're not, if you're completely new, you'll have some of these, like if you got like the collector's edition or something, or if you bought stuff out of the Moogle cash shop, but for the most part you're not going to have most of this. So I don't really want to go over it because I don't want you to feel like you need it, because you don't. That said, I am going to put it to use. The Alamigan earrings, they do the same thing as the Aetheryte earring, but they're a little bit better at lower levels because they give you direct attribute increases. Which I'm pretty sure, let's see. Yeah, like right now the Aetheryte earring, it doesn't even give me the stats I need. So the Alamigan earrings are way better. I got any belts? The Leo Heart gloves have a little more defense. The Strife top has a little more, but nah, I'm just gonna keep it here. I don't like the Strife top. I might wear the Leo Heart bottoms. Yeah, that's acceptable, I guess. Just little tiny things. Yeah. Man, the people around here really are like zealots. Our holy wood. Fuck all adventurers. Kinda makes me wish the Alamegans had beat them and taken their forest in the Autumn War, but we won't really get to learn about that too much. It's a side plot, past plot sort of thing that you learn more about that in the monk job quest line and the bard job quest line. Very little of it is exposed in the main story. Sorry again for the drinking noises. I just really can't keep up the talking without wetting my whistle. Believe it or not, I'm not much of an orator. Deli, huh? Deliver a forgotten item, huh? Deliver some tools, huh? Very well. What's this? A shout. Hello, world. Tempest Talent, recruiting members in Brunhilde. YouTube content, free company, and more. Job level guides starting from 30 all the way up to the present. PM me or Google Tigrids for details. Large house, rank 19, rapid growth, FC buffs, informative private Discord static. Well, that would be interesting, but I don't need any of that. If I could find a low-key FC that just gave the EXP buff, that'd be nice. Anything for a reward, you say? Well, you're a kid, so... No, not anything. Bow, huh? Okay, I can do that. Hi, she says. Joy, huh? Okay. Joy, there it is. You're looking at me like the doll in Bloodborne. Dancing, huh? Look, that's at the bottom. No, no. It's... Where's it at? Oh, under pay respects. You're a really good dancer, mister. I should have zoomed out for that one. The Highlanders males dance is basically river dance. It's a river stomp sort of thing. Lost your father 5 years ago. Aww. Hey, we're level 3. Moving up in the world. I think I got about like 10 or 15 more minutes left on how long this video can record. And boy, oh. It's not really the length of the recordings that bug me, it's how long they take to upload. I mentioned it before at the start of this one, but I waited like 85 minutes for the first part of this Let's Play to upload, and then my PS4 came back with an error, and I was like, oh, okay, well, it does that like half the time anyway, it's probably wrong, and it probably uploaded. So I go to check my YouTube channel, I'm like, okay, it's a long video, you know, it takes a while to process, whatever. Come back 3 hours later, no video in sight. So just gotta re-upload it. So now it's re-uploading, and it might be done within the next hour, but it's unlikely. It's unlikely and it's annoying. Now if you just want to level up quickly, doing these beginning side quests, they're not gonna help you. You're better off just going outside and killing stuff. Uh-huh. Forgot your tools. All right. I think we've pretty much hit the cap for the quests we can do, at least around here for now. Let's go talk to Mother Mion and turn in that quest, and then all the other quests we gotta complete involve killing stuff, so we'll do that. Maybe I can get to level 5 before the end of this episode. Ugh. Oh, will I even get to the 108 quest slog before the summer hits and they trim it? We'll see. I work full time, so even despite the pandemic, so it's that on top of my girlfriend, on top of my main, on top of the other games I want to play. I am thankful that you are an obliging sword, Clyde. Win their hearts first, and then you can take their minds. I'm grooming you, Clyde, so that you will become a dictator. No, wait a minute. Oh, that's a mood. Crunch, 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 crunch. Crunch, 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 grind. What the? This isn't a... I must have mistaken this metal bit for a nut whilst foraging for food in the forest. Well, that might be on the other side of the Gridania, so it'll have to wait. Oh snap, EXP for walking outside. Back in the day, you didn't get to map the entire zone just by walking outside. It filled up like chunk by chunk, and you got an EXP for each chunk. But they wanted to make it new Pearson friendly, so these beginning zones took that sort of hit, you know? Kind of like not just a stab, it's like I'm pushing air, like wind, like my stabs have this rush of wind with them that is like cutting the enemy, also stabbing the enemy or something. Which I don't know the physics of, but it seems like it would do more damage. Still gotta slay some forest fungwires, huh? Oh look, we're level 4. Oh, actually, yeah, I do want to keep that down there. We learned Vorpal Thrust. And that's our first combo action as a Lancer. You do a couple weapon skills in sequence, and the next one in the sequence does more damage. Pretty simple concept, you know. While we're out here, let's just hit level 5, huh? We've got this massive 30% XP bonus. Everything's dying in like 3 hits. It's groovy, it's groovy. I have a little bit of fun. Zoom in a little more since it's not like a big deal fight or anything. Notice I have an auto attack, and that triggers automatically when I'm fighting. The caster classes, at least some of them, don't automatically trigger that. And you do have to be in melee range for auto attacks to register, so it's just something to keep in mind. Now, another good reason to keep names above stuff, particularly enemies, is you notice that little, like, blue, I don't know, teardrop or whatever it is, next to the black F's name? If that's on an enemy's name, that means that they are non-hostile. That means they won't attack you until you attack them. Other enemies will have, like, a red, like, frowny face or whatever, and that means that they're hostile and they will try to kill you unless your level is significantly above theirs. Alright, roll 5. Let's just make use of return, huh? You can use this once every 15 minutes to just warp back to whatever place is your home point. In our case, it's New Gridania. So, boom, we're right back in the city. If it would load. Yeah, on PS4 sometimes load times can be kind of a bitch, especially if a lot of people are in the zone that you're warping to. There's this thing later in the game called hunts, and the way they're organized by the player base, sometimes you'll make it to the hunt mark when you warp into a zone that everyone else is going to kill this big creature that spawned, and other times, like, you won't even finish loading into the zone and you'll see a shout that says, "It's dead," and you'll be like, "Oh." So I tend to avoid those as a PS4 player, but I did them when they were like brand spanking new just because the rewards were so good. But over time I pretty much learned to stop caring for the most part. I guess that's one unique sort of aspect I have about this Let's Play. Like, I'm not a new Final Fantasy XIV player at all. I've played this game since 2013 at the behest of a friend, and I fell in love with it eventually. And here I am, making a Let's Play of it because I like it so much. I can take money or I can take boots. I guess I'm level 5 now, so I'll take the boots. Alright, so. Okay. Oh, hunting log, huh? That'll be useful for EXP. And it gave me some food. That's useful for stat increases as well as EXP gains. Yarzans, huh? Okay. Well, I'm going to stop the video here for now. Next time we'll go slay these Yarzans. And we'll turn in these other quests and we'll just we'll keep moseying along here at this snail pace. I hope you enjoyed watching this and my commentary. If not, then stop watching. There's no skin off my knees. And I'll see you next time. And if you like it, subscribe for more.